friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a house build, and this one is a lake house. So I was actually intending it for this almost to be like a boathouse. This, by the way, was a whole thing planned before I even knew Island Living was going to happen. So I actually built this quite a while ago, probably a couple of months ago, but it's taken me a while to come and do the voiceover. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I had intended to make this as a boathouse because I guess I thought that one of the kids' toys was a boat. Because I know they have kids' toys that are like cars, so you can size them up and they kind of look like you can use it as props for your house. So I thought there was a toy car boat, toy boat for kids, so I could size it up, and I thought it would be really cool to create this almost like a house built on a lake, and you can basically, you can think about driving your little boat into the garage-esque type of thing, inside the house. So I thought that'd be a really cool idea, but I soon realized that there was no kids' toy boat. So I don't know what gave me that impression that there was, but I don't know. I guess I did this entire build before realizing, I obviously realized later, so we ended up transforming it a little bit. So it's actually not open as what I intended it to be, on the ground floor. But yeah, so it does have a very interesting shape though. It's basically kind of on the water because it's literally the foundation goes all the way up to the waterfront. So I guess you can still kind of think of it as a house on the water. And like I said, this was entirely before I knew Island Living was going to be a thing. So I'm so excited because base game is getting stilted foundations. Now, like I said, I didn't know that that stilted foundations would be a thing, so I'm kind of sad that I built this before. But you know what? I can always go back and then just change the foundation, because that'd be really cool. Because obviously you can totally see the foundation just directly going right down to the seafloor, so that's kind of not that great, but yeah. And also another thing though is I guess I was kind of experimenting with the layout of this, so it does have a very interesting layout and in the final conception of this house, and it's also on a diagonal. Let me tell you, diagonals are the most difficult thing to do. If you guys are new to building, I highly recommend that you do not do diagonals. You can do one tiny diagonal side, but if you put your entire house on a diagonal like I've done right now, it is completely just a head scratcher. I just didn't know how to wall anything because a lot of times the walls didn't line up properly, and the roofs are also a really big pain in the butt. If you notice a couple of the roofs a little bit off, then there is, that's the reason why. It's because it's diagonal roofs. But yeah, anyways, as you can see, I'm adjusting the roofs right now, and it's so annoying because you can make it too small or you can make it too wide. It doesn't align to the walls that nicely, so it's a little bit of a pain, but I think we got there in the end. There might be a little bit of some odd things around, but I think it's nice. But yeah, so this is a 2-story house. It is kind of weird. Like I said, I was having a little bit of difficulty with the layout, but because I didn't know if I wanted the main living to be on the ground floor or the second floor. Because what I intended it for to be with the ground floor would have this pull-in garage for your boats, so you can sail right into your garage. So my intention was that the main stuff would be on the second level, but then I all of a sudden had so much space on the ground level, so there are actually 2 living rooms, and they're both pretty casual. If I do have extra room, sometimes I will do 2 living rooms, but then one would be a little bit more formal, one where you would entertain guests more, and then one would be a family room where you just kick back, relax, watch a little bit of TV. And yeah, so this one actually has like 2 very casual living rooms, and there's that. Here is like, I don't know what's the matter. It could be the diagonals, I don't really know why, but I used the siding that had the little white strip on the side, so that in the swatch panel means that for corners around rooms that there will be a white sort of what is it? It looks kind of like a column. It's like a trim detail at the end of corners, or like the inner corners of walls. But for some reason, that corner really wasn't doing anything. So I just didn't know why. And then I ended up just removing all of the columns, I think. And then I just used just regular columns to mimic the details. So it's a little bit wonky. I'm going around right now, and I decided to settle on this kind of, I don't know what kind of blue this is. It's like a muted blue, but it's also very loud at the same time, which I don't know, I like it. I've always seen homes kind of like this, and I always think that they're so pristine looking, so I thought I'd do it for this build, and I think it looks quite nice. And so this one's also kind of interesting too, because since the backyard, I guess, well, I don't know which side you'll call like the front of the house. If the front would be like facing the house from the water, or the front would be like where the front door is. But anyways, there's kind of like no front door, back door kind of thing. And so what we end up having is this like deck that almost wraps around the entire second floor, but also a deck that's on the main floor that's kind of stretched out from the front door. So yeah, and it creates like a lot of deck space, and what I ended up doing is putting like some yoga mats, some like umbrellas, and it's just it looks like just a place that you would like to go, like a little lake house, a vacation lake house. And yeah, so we finished with the exterior. We'll go back later and detail a little bit of the exterior with landscaping and stuff, but we're going on to the interior, and like I said, diagonals are a pain in the butt, and stairs are huge like trouble to do in diagonal builds, because you can only build stairs on, I guess, like non-diagonal angles. So basically, inside a diagonal house, your stairs have to be diagonal. So I ended up with this wonky thing. I actually think it turns out pretty well, and I think it kind of, the stairs, because it's like that, it's positioned in that way, it does kind of create like a really cool homage to the diagonalness of the outdoors. So yeah, I think it's a weird layout, let me tell you. The bottom floor of this house, it's like kind of weird, because I also have like a lot of external doors. On this one level, I have 3 doors that go into the exterior. So I was kind of I was struggling with like trying to figure out how to room it, like where the bedrooms would go, because the bedrooms, you want like a nice separated corner away from a lot of entrances, somewhere that has like lots of windows, but you don't have too many exterior entrances. So this bottom floor, I was just struggling with what to do and how to actually fit everything in. So I ended up scratching that entire idea, and on the on the first floor, I think that we have, 1 bedroom? I actually don't remember how many bedrooms this place has. It's either 3 or 4. Yeah. I have a feeling it's 3. So there's 2 upstairs, and then there's 1 downstairs. But I'm tempted to say that there's 4 bedrooms. I don't know. I mean, we'll keep watching and see what happens. But there's a bathroom on the upstairs and a bathroom on the downstairs as well, so you don't have to climb stairs to go to the bathroom. Unfortunately, there's no like master suite or anything with its own like bathroom, its own, I don't know, larger room. But I think a lot of the bedrooms are pretty generously sized, so I don't really think that that's like a huge need. That's the thing with Sims. I never feel like pressure to make one room like the master bedroom. I do a couple of times, but like if I have extra room, like I'll make all of them equally as nice. And yeah, I think that they're all pretty decent. Something that's kind of like weird is that like until The Sims 4 and watching a lot of other people's builds, I never really thought to do kids' bedrooms, when I played Sims 3 like way back when and Sims 2 way back when, I never like made any rooms specifically like catered towards my Sims. I always just kind of created generic rooms and I was like, yeah, that looks nice, I'm done. So this is the first time that I ever like, well, in Sims 4 that I've really done like theme rooms. So if you've seen a couple of my past builds, I have done like kids room kind of styles or a teens room, something a little bit more catered towards a specific type of sim. And yeah. Anyways, so this is a kitchen. I have never, I don't say never, but I haven't really used those Jungle Adventure tiling walls before, so I thought I'd use it in this build, just because I wanted to try it out, and I'd never used it before, so I was really intrigued, and I think it goes really well with the counters, and it's a super huge, super nice. I actually really like the layout of the kitchen on the second floor. I mean, you have these gigantic windows. It's a really big kitchen. I think it looks so pretty. And yeah, so another thing that I wanted to talk about before we get, too far into this is the new update. Not the update, sorry, the new expansion pack. I'm so excited. We are getting Island Living. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I probably won't buy it when it comes out. I am not pre-ordering it. I'm not probably going to buy it anytime soon, but I'm still excited. You know why? Because I always wait for those like 50% off deals. They have those quite a bit. I know a lot of people are really eager, really want to, play around with all this new content, but for me, I'm okay with a little bit of delayed gratification, so I usually tend to wait till the 50% off sales, and then I will go ahead and buy some stuff. So, yeah, I probably won't buy it on, what does it come out, like June 21st or something like that? But yeah, I probably won't buy it then, but that's not saying that I'm not excited for the pack. I think the pack is done extremely well. I think that there's a ton of items that I would love to use. I really like a lot of the new colors that they have. There's like one specific chair that like from the catalog, when you pull it out, it has this nice like forest green pattern. It also is a little bit like transparent, and I think that's a beautiful chair. I love a ton of the items, so I'm really excited for it to come and go on sale. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Also, like, just about the world too. The world is beautiful. I think that it's, from what I've seen and like all these other Sims videos, it's probably one of the most like immersive worlds, I would say. It has so many like dynamic features. There's every single angle, like there's something new to look at, which is really cool. So yeah, I'm really excited. I also have watched a lot of like gameplay videos so far, but they're all like quick teasers, just go in, try to find as much Easter eggs as you can. And yeah, I know a lot of people have done like mermaid videos or just random videos about new interactions that your Sims can do. And I think that's really cool too. If you don't know my playing style, I'm 100% more of the builder. I really like putting my creative outlet in that way, just building and doing something kind of cool design-wise. I do really like playing The Sims, but I would probably say I'm more of a builder. So yeah, that's what I have to say about Island Living. I think that they did a great job. There's not too many complaints I have. I feel like a lot of people are a little bit maybe angry about the fact that the counters didn't come with an island. Now I know that the island was like tagged wrong or something, so that's why it wasn't in the game, but I don't know. Like, I think it's fine. I think it's understandable. Of course, you always want more, but that's what my opinion is. Trying to think if I have any other thoughts on the pack. I don't know. I really like a lot of the items. I think that the world is just absolutely beautiful. I'm actually really excited too in the fact that it's not a vacation world. It's actually a world that you can live on. So it's really cool in that sense, because with Jungle Adventure, Selva Dorada, and what are the other ones? Granite Falls, and then there's another one. I don't remember what it is. But with all the vacation worlds, isn't that great that you have to like only stay for a couple of days. It would have been so much cooler or something if we got to actually stay there for long periods of time, or just the entire sim life. So it's really cool that this island pack is now a regular like home world. So that's pretty cool. Also, another thing that I wanted to talk about quickly is the idea that they did the conservationist. I'm not sure what it is. I haven't really watched too many videos on that, but apparently it's supposed to be a career centered around conservationism and maybe like sustainability, and I think that's excellent. I'm a huge advocate for sustainability. I try my best. I'm probably not the most sustainable human in the entire world, but I try to, do all I can to help the world. So yeah, I'm just really happy that they've like included that, and it's really cool gameplay feature in the fact that you can see the world actually transform as your sim sort of cleans up the environment. So I think that's really cool. I'm excited to watch gameplay. And like I said, even though I'm more of a builder, like I do really I really enjoy watching other people like play the actual game. So I think that's really fun as well. But I'm just really excited. June 21st, that's coming in a few days, and I am stoked. That was not a pun, but it fit. So let's see. We also got 2 more packs that were announced at EA Play, and that was I don't think they said the name, but it was a pack around witches, or was it like magicians? Sorry, not magicians. It could be about magicians, but it was more of like wizard and witches kind of deal. I don't know why I just said magicians. What if they had that? That'd be real weird. Okay, anyways, yeah, it's gonna be around witches and sort of magical abilities, which I think is really cool. Something that I never had in The Sims 3 or The Sims 2. I didn't have any of the magic sort of packs. So I'm really excited to play around with the new Sims Magic Thing pack when it comes out, game pack. It is going to be a game pack, so that's all I really know. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. It's coming in fall, I think that they said. So we have a little bit of ways away, but that'll be really, really cool. I'm excited for that. I've never really played with any magical Sims, but it sounds really cool, and I'm really excited. So after those 2 packs, we have the dreaded, what is it? Moschino. I was gonna say Massimo, but it's not. Moschino pack. I didn't even know it was Moschino. That's the name. I thought it was like Moschino or something like that, but it's apparently called Moschino. I know of the company, but I've never really known how to pronounce it. So yeah, that's great. But even when they announced that, like, I don't even know what it was. Was it an update or something where it was some sort of collaboration with Moschino, and the fact that they created like some t-shirts that were like $300 something in your game? You now got like a t-shirt with a freezer bunny on it or something like that. I just thought it was kind of weird from its conception, and now that the fact that they're kind of, going a little bit deeper into that idea and creating an actual pack, I am not sure what it's going to entail. It's probably a pack that I think is going to gain a lot of polarizing views. It's already gotten a lot of polarizing opinions and stuff, so I can't imagine what the simmers out there will say about it when it actually comes out. So that will be quite interesting to see, because it is a fashion brand. A lot of times in the stuff packs, they create objects for not just fashion, like create a sim style, but also build and buy items. So I'm a little bit interested to see what kind of build and buy items that they will be able to release. I do think that the create a sim will be kind of cool for a lot of players out there who want to make maybe like a a wealthy family or something, but for the build and buy items, that will be very interesting. Maybe though it would be like sleek and modern, which totally is like up my alley, but I don't know. It's a weird pack. I don't think that one had any announced date yet, but that will be pretty interesting to see what that pack is going to entail. Anyways, so those are the 3 packs. They did say this year there would be a expansion pack, a game pack, and a stuff pack. So those are all the 3 packs, I guess, that were announced. So I think that's the projection for the year. I think that's all the packs that are going to be released this year. So we're not going to get anything. Well, I'm not going to say we're not going to, but I don't think that we're going to get any other packs until 2020, which, you know, is a little bit sad. So it's like, I know a lot of people were really hoping for University, which, you know, I'm really excited for that as well. I think that'd be really cool. There's just a lot of new things that, like, I think the Sims player wants. And that's the problem with being, like, you know, I understand that where, like, the game developers are coming from. It's not like you can spread yourself so thin and try to please every single player out there. You know, there are obviously places of focus that you should center yourself more around. So, yeah, I mean, there's always a reason behind any of the decisions that are made. Yes, maybe there's a little bit of bureaucracy behind it, but I don't know. It's really cool just to be able to, like, be a consumer and just be so eager about every single content that the Sims has released. And yeah, I'm really excited too. I think the Sims 4 is, like, even being, is it 4 years old? I don't know. It's a couple years old. It's a lot more years old than the other games. And the games, like, after 4 years have gone on to, like, the next series, like from Sims 1 to Sims 2, Sims 2 to Sims 3, Sims 3 to Sims 4. I know a lot of people were, like, talking about Sims 5. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. I think Sims 4 is still current and relevant, and, like, the graphics are, you know, really nice as it is right now. I think it almost has, like, this cartoony kind of look, but I think it still looks really sleek and updated. And yeah, it doesn't feel like it's outdated. It's not slow or anything. So I think that there's a lot of growth for The Sims 4. And I'm just excited too, because I don't really want Sims 5 to come out, because that means I might have to buy, like, a whole nother game. And I'm already just, like, I'm so invested in this Sims 4 kind of series. I don't want to go out and buy a whole nother game. So yeah, it's also it's the only Sims game that I've actually become so invested in. In The Sims 2, I had a couple of packs. In The Sims 3, I only think I had, like, 2 packs. I probably had, like, the base game and then, like, 2 other packs besides that. So I didn't really play a whole deal with, like, all the content that they had to offer. So Sims 4 is probably, like, it's definitely the game that I've probably invested as much as I've done in it, like, both time and money wise as well. So yeah, I mean, I've loved The Sims. I think it's so cool to be able to be creative and just make up your own storylines. There's tons of different Sims players out there, and I think that there's a little bit of something for everyone. I'm a builder. I enjoy the building. I do enjoy playing, but it's really cool to be able to be a little bit creative. And if you guys didn't know, I am a designer, so I am creative on a daily basis. I go into work and I do design, like, from 9 to 6. It's not 9 to 5, it's actually 9 to 6. And it's customary for you to go in early, and I usually leave late. So it's a lot of design, but you know what? I like it a lot. It's really cool. It's really fulfilling. You get to work on a lot of cool clients, and I don't know why I'm talking about that, but, you know, if I know a lot of people, I think that that play The Sims are designers, and yeah, just sharing my sort of story. Anyways, I talked through that entire thing with all the Sims 4 packs, but I always really like to do, like, little game updates. Oh, sorry, there's one more update with the 350 new swatches, and I am a little bit confused about that update. So I've watched a ton of videos, but I still don't quite understand what the 350 swatches like entails. So I think that from what I'm understanding, it's going to be 350 new swatches for base game items. Are they base game items? I don't know. It's so weird. I'm just super confused. Hopefully I'm not the only one out there and just being like really stupid and just not understanding what's what. But it just seems a little bit unclear to me, I suppose. Like what items are getting swatches. Is it gonna be like a swatch that matches other swatches? Is it gonna be a swatch that matches different things? So are they gonna update base game items? Are they like, how is it really going to be integrated into the game, and how is it going to be, I guess, okay for people who have certain packs and people who don't have certain packs? So I don't know. You know what? I'll just wait. I don't think anyone really knows the answer to that. So yeah. And so as we are nearing to the end, we're just going on a little bit of a tangent here, just talking about Sims, and I think it's fun. It's, you know, I work and I play I work in the sort of design field, but I don't really know that many people who play The Sims. So this is sort of like my little chance to talk about a little bit more about The Sims. So yeah, and here we are doing the landscape. Let's go back into the build. Here we're doing the landscape, and something that I really wanted to talk about was like, because I saw what I was doing on the screen and I knew I wanted to talk about this. If you are wondering why the terrain paints look so weird, I'm sorry. Like, I just couldn't figure it out. I know how to do terrain paint, but because my computer is not like the highest of specs, it's very glitchy not glitchy, but it's a little bit laggy when I do terrain paint. So I tend to make some like parts of the land super like concentrated with the terrain paint, and then some parts are really sparse. So if there's a lot of inconsistency between like the terrain painting, sorry about that. You can totally like change it up. You can totally erase a lot of the stuff that I did. And yeah, so here we have screenshots, and something that I wanted to mention also was the decorations. It just automatically set my decorations like this when I loaded the game, because in one of the rooms I think I actually put the decoration box, and I didn't know this, but I guess when you launch the game it just put up the decorations for you, and apparently it's Love Day, so yay. You have some nice lights dangling down, some, I don't know what that is, like a banner or something. On the second floor, we have heart streamer things on the first floor. And now, oh shoot, the mailbox. I always do this in my game because it's like not in the build panel. I always tend to forget garbage cans and mailboxes, and the mailboxes always spawn in the worst places. As far as I'm concerned, I think that they always spawn inside your house, like right in front of your front door. But yeah, so sorry about that. I think I might have moved it, but I'm not sure if I like did in the build that you can download. And yeah, so here is the upstairs, a nice panoramic view of the entire place. Oh, there's a decoration box. Here is the living room. We have a dining room, which the colors are a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. We have the kitchen, which I really like the kitchen. I think it has a really nice layout. We have one of the bedrooms. This is more of like the purplish bedroom. We have the bathroom, the shared bathroom. This is the, I guess, maybe master, because it's the biggest. And I completely forgot to count how many bedrooms that we had on the first floor. So I still don't remember if this is a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom. So apologies for that, but I'm pretty sure, because I'm not talking, or hold on. Okay, so there's 3, sorry. I was looking at the screen. There's 3 bedrooms. Okay, cool. All right. Nice. Neato. All right. I think this is the last screenshot. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.